Hey YouTube, Twig here, bringing you my Prophecy deck profile for March 2013. This has been an awesome deck that I've been running for the past couple weeks. I've been able to get a lot of wins with it, so I thought I'd show you guys the deck, and let's go ahead and get started. I only run 2 High Priestess of Prophecy because I've only been able to get 2 of them. Very hard to find these, but 2 is still pretty good. She's very searchable with the deck, able to be revived pretty easily, so if you got 2, you should be pretty fine. Some people like to substitute with another spellcaster, but I'm pretty happy with just 2. I also run 3 Spellbook Magician of Prophecies. He's a very good card. Pretty much when you normal summon him or he's flip face up, you can add 1 Spellbook card from your deck to your hand. So you can get secrets to use another search, master, tower, whichever one you need. So he's good at 3. I also run 2 Temperance of Prophecy. Pretty much her effect is when you activate a Spellbook card previously in the turn, you contribute her to special summon 1 level 5 or higher light or dark spellcaster type. So your main search with her is High Priestess. Let's say you activate Secrets the turn before, you tribute her, special summon the High Priestess, and you're good to go. I'm also running 2 Justice of Prophecy. She pretty much is your search card of the deck. If you activate a spellbook card previously during the turn, you can banish this card to add 1 level 5 or higher light or dark spellcaster from your deck, and also 1 spellbook card. So you pretty much banish her and you can get out the searches you need. You can get High Priestess or any other spellbook you need. And she's got 1600 attack, so she is kind of difficult to get over for a level 3. Also run 1 Stoic of Prophecy. You use this card pretty much to search for Justice or Temperance, so when it's sent to the graveyard, add 1 level 3 Prophecy monster from your deck to your hand. Pretty simple, you only need 1 though. Also run 2 Breaker the Magical Warrior, pretty much because of his pop effect. He is a spellcaster type, so he's very versatile with all the spellbook cards. And he can also possibly be a 1900 attack point beater, so you can't go wrong with Breaker. And also run 2 Effect Veiler. Like him pretty much because he is a spellcaster type monster and his hand trap effect. And the last monsters I run are 2 Tragodia. I pretty much use the Tragodias because with this deck you have a huge hand advantage, so his attack point boost is awesome, and you can pretty much exceed with him with High Priestess, Temperance, or anything else you need, so he's very versatile. And we'll move on to the spells. Spells are a very big part of the deck. I run 3 Spellbook of Secrets. Pretty much with this deck, you search out 1 Spellbook card. You can search out for even Spellbook Magician if you need to, or any of the other Spellbook cards in the deck. So I run 3 of those. And I also run 2 Spellbook of the Master. Pretty much with this card, if you control a spellcaster type monster, you reveal another spellbook in your hand, which is pretty much an effect of a lot of spellbooks in this deck, and you can copy the effect of another spellbook in the grave. So pretty much what people like to do a lot is either copy Secrets or Power, because the spell card does have to be a basic spell card. It can't be a quick play or anything like that. So run 2 of those, and I also run 2 Spellbook of Fate. This card pretty much protects your monsters. Depending on how many spellbooks you banish with this card, it can be a Book of Moon, you can banish one of your opponent's monsters. It's very versatile. Run 2 of those. I like it because it's a quick play also. And I also run 2 Grand Spellbook Towers. This card basically is your draw power. You send 1 spellbook from your graveyard to the bottom of the deck, and you draw a card. So pretty much it's good situation-wise. You won't get the card you sent back because you're putting it at the bottom. You're not shuffling it back in, and you draw a card. So you're getting an additional draw at the beginning of each of your turn. And also, if this card is destroyed, you can special summon 1 spellbook type monster equal to the number of spellbooks in your graveyard. So it really keeps your opponent from wanting to destroy it. And I also run 2 Spellbook of Life. This is another spellbook where you reveal 1 spellbook in your hand, you banish a spellcaster type monster in your graveyard, and you can special summon 1 from your graveyard. So pretty much use this to get High Priestess back, banish a Spellbook Magician, whatever it takes. And the good thing about this card is, if it's destroyed, the spellcaster type monster still stays. The only thing this card does is it changes the level of the spellcaster. So it's very good as well. It's not like Premature Burial or anything like that. And also 2 Spellbook of Wisdom. This card is pretty much your Forbidden Lance for the prophecies. Pretty much you choose what you want, spells or traps, and that card is unaffected by that card type for the turn. I also run 2 Spellbook of Power. This gives your spellcaster type monster 1,000 attack points, and when it destroys a monster by battle, you can search for 1 Spellbook card from your deck and add it to your hand. And I also run 2 Eternities. This card basically gets any of your banished Spellbook cards back to your hand, so very versatile when you use cards like High Priestess and Fate. I also like to run 2 Reasoning. Basically for this card, your opponent calls a monster level and you mill cards until you hit a monster level. If it's the same level, it goes to the graveyard, but if it's a different level, you special summon it to your side of the field. So it really helps setting up if you need, like, let's say Temperance. You can get a High Priestess on the field pretty quickly with this card. That's why I like to run 2. And it also gets the Spellbook cards in your graveyard quicker. I also run 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Heavy Storm, and 1 Dark Hole. And that's it for all the spells. The only traps I run are the new card, Gaga Shield. I probably would be running 1 more, but I only have 2 at the moment. This card pretty much target 1 face-up spellcaster type monster you control, equip this card to that target, and twice per turn it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So get this on your High Priestess and you'll pretty much have her protected for a very good while. Because the biggest concern with this deck are things that can get over the High Priestess pretty much. But with this, you'll have her protected and you'll be set to go. And we'll move on to the extra deck. I want to run 1 Big Eye. Pretty much get into this with your High Priestess or Goredia if you need to, and it's also spellcaster type, so that really works out well. 1 Maestroke, 1 Zenmaines, 1 Phoenix, 1 Shining Elf, 1 Gachi. And then since we're running Effect Veilers, 1 Iron Chain Dragon, Crimson Blader, Arcanite Magician, Black Rose Dragon, Gaia Knight, the Force of the Earth, Scrap Dragon, Armory Arm, Stardust, and Catastor. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will be working on this deck some more. It's a lot of fun, but I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and Kier Twig out.